Is it worth anything? Today, we're going to talk about a category. We're actually going to talk about barware. So I'm going to give you a little history, and then we'll go over what all is in that category and what those things are selling for. So understand that prohibition in the United States was from 1920 to about 1933. And by the time prohibition was over with, the country was in the grips of the Great Depression. Once that was kind of easing up, they were into World War II. So it was the mid-1940s till World War II was over. So the late 1940s, the United States was kind of getting its stuff together and finally having a time of prosperity. And during the 1950s and 60s, one of the ways people did things was to entertain, and they had cocktail parties, which were very popular back then. By the time we got into the 70s, drinking was kind of a more casual thing and people were going to bars. Now we've come around full circle again, and craft cocktails are a big thing. And if you watch any HGTV, you will find that a lot of times when they do a living room, now they're putting a bar setup into it. So that's where we're at with that. So, barware, what kind of things fall under that category? All right, there's quite a few things. First and foremost, decanters, which cover a wide range of things. Of course, there are glass crystal decanters, but then there were certain liquors that came in special decanters, and that variety of things is just mind-boggling how many there are. There's also cocktail shakers, ice buckets, shot glasses, bottle stoppers, swizzle sticks, champagne and highball glasses, corkscrews and tools, and of course vintage ice crushers are very popular, and then there were recipe booklets. So when I find these things, I always know that I can sell them to some of my dealers. Understand right now on eBay, under the sold items, decanters were going anywhere from $10 to like a hobnail one recently went for $85. A Waterford crystal one went in the $80s. So there's quite a bit of a range, and there were some that were much more expensive than that. Some of your decanters also came with shot glasses or cordial glasses, so it came as a set. And if you have a set, then that sometimes brings a little bit more money. Cocktail shakers, they were going anywhere from $10 to $80, and actually there were some that were going a little bit higher than that. Ice buckets were in the $10 to $90 range. Shot glasses, anywhere from $5 to $55 for single ones, and of course sets were going for even more money. So a lot of this stuff has a great resale value. Again, mid-century items do well. So the fact that there is this resurgence now is helping to sell these things. The recipe booklets, if you can find them, are great because they're just little small booklets. They're not very thick, but they have great graphics in them usually. And of course, they're a little bit harder to find those because of the fact that they were used, and so therefore they kind of got damaged, or people just thought, well, this is no big deal, I'll just throw this out. So, is it worth anything? Yes, it is, and some of it is worth quite a bit. So, don't miss that stuff when you're cleaning out mom and dad's house. If you would like to learn more about what items in your home might fall into the category of antiques and collectibles and possibly be worth money, check out my book, Beginner's Guide to Antiques and Collectibles. It's available on Amazon.com for $24.95.